Hello, it's Maria Felix-Fuss with you, back with your weekly recipes for Envision's Talking Newspaper. Hope you're all really well and enjoyed your summer and all of the nice weather that we had. What a contrast, eh, with the rain and wind now that we're well into September and autumn. And talking about autumn, I'm going to be bringing you some traditional seasonal recipes over the next few weeks, I think. All easy and affordable to make. And this week, I'm going to start with one we've had before, a good old favourite, a roasted butternut squash soup. So as usual, I'm going to give you the recipe, what you'll need to make it and how, and do be prepared to stop and start the recording as you work through the various stages of making it. So for your shopping list for your butternut squash soup, you'll need a butternut squash, medium-sized, 1 large onion, 8 carrots, a big blob of butter, 1 vegetable stock cube and salt and pepper. You also need, this is optional, cream and chili flakes. You add this right at the end. So what you need to do to make this is using a very sharp knife, cut the ends off the butternut squash and then halve the butternut squash and quarter it. Then you scoop out the seeds and you use your fingers to just spread a bit of margarine or butter over the orange flesh of the butternut squash. Loosely cover this with tin foil and bake it in an oven-proof dish in the oven for up to an hour on a very low temperature, 150 Celsius. So you're roasting the butternut squash in order to scoop out the flesh of it later for your soup. Whilst that's roasting in the oven, peel and chop the onions and the carrots. Melt a blob of butter in a deep frying pan and gently saute the carrots and the onion together. When you've done that, then add a pint of boiled water with the vegetable stock cube, salt and pepper. Pour that in all over the carrots and the onion, and then put a lid on the pan and let that simmer on a low light whilst the vegetables all soften. So when the butternut squash is cooked, then remove it from the oven carefully. Let it cool for a little bit and then scoop out all the flesh into the pan. Add more water here if needed, and then when it's cooled down a little bit, whoosh it up with a hand blender to a smooth consistency. Season it more to taste by adding a splash of cream and some chili flakes if you want to add a little bit of hotness to the butternut squash soup. Serve with crusty bread and eat immediately. Enjoy. Next week we'll stick to another savoury recipe with an easy fish pie as requested by Pam. Until then, have a lovely week, whatever you're up to.